This is my go-to design when I need a last-minute cake. It's so easy I made one while wearing my 4-month-old baby. Start by whipping up a batch of my 4-minute buttercream. Melt some chocolate and fold it in to make chocolate buttercream. I like using dark chocolate, but you can use milk or semi-sweet if you prefer. For a 6-inch cake, you'll need a bit less than half a batch of buttercream, so you can halve the buttercream recipe. For that amount of buttercream, I would melt about half a cup of chocolate. Spoon the buttercream into a piping bag with a round piping tip. You can just pipe it directly out of the hole in the end of the piping bag, but your dollops won't be as neat as if you use a piping tip. Place your first layer of cake on a plate or a cake board. You'll need at least 2 layers of chocolate cake. Pipe a ring of dollops around the outer edge of the cake. To pipe a dollop, squeeze the piping bag until frosting comes out, and then lift up the bag away from the cake as you stop squeezing. If you don't get peaks on your dollops, your frosting is probably too thick. Add some milk or cream to thin it out a bit. Continue piping dollops in another ring inside the ring you just piped, and another one, until you've covered the whole cake with dollops. Place another layer of cake on top and pipe another layer of dollops. Always start with the outer ring, because these are the only dollops that will be visible when you finish the cake, so you want them to line up nicely with the edge of the cake. After that, as you get closer to the middle of the cake, if there isn't space for a full ring of dollops, you can just squeeze a few wherever they fit. After you've placed your final layer of cake, you'll pipe your final layer of dollops. You've had practice on the previous layers, which are now covered with cake layers so you can't see how neat they are. Now your practice will come in handy because this final layer of dollops will be very visible. You can do this with any flavour combination you like. Try raspberry frosting with lemon cake, caramel frosting with chocolate cake, or even just vanilla on vanilla. And voila! A cake that took less than 10 minutes to decorate, but looks and tastes delicious. If you make this cake, please tag British Girl Bakes on social media. Subscribe to my channel for more cake tutorials every week.